Okay, what we got here is the smokestack, and what you see on top of the smokestack, actually that's the bottom of the smokestack, it's upside down, the top's down there. That little bracket mess there I made with, you see that long piece of galvanized rod right there, that is for chain link fences. That's basically what it is, so it's real cheap to get at the store. But I had 2 3-foot pieces that I used to make that whole bracket right there. And anyhow, that's going to be mounted to the wall. And after I mount it to the wall, I've got a couple of other rods that are going to be coming out through them screw holes down in where the stack changes up, right there. Them holes right there, and that's going to be an extra bracket to hold it up against the wall to stabilize the weight, because that little stack right there weighs 20 pounds, and basically them 2 brackets and the stabilizers is all that's going to hold it up. I have to have, well, I'm required 2 feet above the roof, but I'm probably going to have like 1.5 feet at best. Oh well, live and learn. That's all I can do. I don't know how clear this is, but that is the bracket that I made to hold the smokestack. So it won't be too long. Smokestack, see that vent right there? The smokestack's going to be to the other side of it, just above that ladder. I don't know if you can see that screw coming out the wall, but that should hold it, because I got that middle tube right there's got legs going all the way through the wall into some stud work, and then I got bolts, screws on the rest. But I wanted to lag the whole thing, but can't do it. Okay, so I've gotten the stack up outside, and I had to rework my the metal that I had here and stuff, because the stack height had to be different from my original anticipations. So where I'm at right now is I've got this bolted together, the main framework's bolted together, but what I got to do now is seal all the seams on here. All them major seams right there have to be sealed in. And the way to do that is this right here. This is some, got the Spanish side. Well, any Spanish viewers can read it. Stove and fireplace cement and mortar. And what it is it's got this creamy liquid in here. Comes out like a paste, just like sheetrock mud. You take that and you fill in all these cracks around here. And then when you fire up the fireplace, it sort of melts it and creates a seal up in there. But that's what I've got to do before I go any further. Just go ahead and seal all that stuff in. I already chipped off all the old stuff because it's an old fireplace, you know. So, and I'll do that, and then I'll be getting back to you. Okay. As you can see the discoloration there. I've done all the seams in the upper areas here. The upper areas and the lower, all the back areas. Now, something about this stuff, I don't know how well you can see that, but it hardens up real fast. So, you know, when it hits the air. So, you might want to make sure that you don't leave that cover off of there in between sessions. Now, I just took and wiped this thing down with a rag, but it's basically got quite a bit of that stuff hardened up on it already. That's just from doing that little area. It may have taken me like 10 minutes or so, 15 minutes max, I think. So that's something to be aware of. Now, I took this and done what I could with it, but I ain't a professional, so I don't know if I went too wide on these seams or what I done wrong. But that's the inside, so now I'm ready to put some more parts up in here and caulk some more and see where we go from there. Okay, here's the situation. This little piece of stack that I was going to use as my thimble inside the wall isn't going to work, because this much space right here that right there is going to be where the pipe would fit to bump into it. The situation I got here is my smokestack, the way I've got it set up, is too close to the wall to do that. If I did it, then the thimble would be halfway into the wall. So later on down the road, what I'll have to do is remake that bracket and set it out about 4 inches out from the wall. So I'll have to like redo all the bars, but I ain't gonna worry about that right now. I decided to go ahead and do something a little different here, and went ahead and made my own thimble, and that slides in and out of the wall, so that way I can hook my pipe up to here, screw it on, and slide the thimble right over the pipe and right out the wall there, which will sit right like that, which is very nice. That way any heat that comes out of this thimble will be ejected out here instead of running inside the siding. Up top here is my drip cap, but it's also a heat protector to keep the heat from going inside too. So that's the main thing I got going on there. And this thimble right here, the black pipe, the other piece, will go right on through it. It'll slide right in and off of it. So that's going to save me a whole nightmare. And then maybe next summer, when I got time, I'll go ahead and redesign it and move the stack out some, but for now I'm happy with that. Okay, we're looking at the thimble that I was talking about a little while ago, and here's how you can see where it runs to that stack outside there. Now this whole thing I put together with metal out of that roll of metal I had bought. That caulking right there is mainly just to hold it in place, and it's been well, I ain't gonna go into the design work because it was like a whole lot of bullshit to design it, but sort of you can get an idea what it looks like. So what we got here, let me put it over here. Alright, see this pipe right here, slide right down inside of there like that, and slide up and down, see, in and out. So what I can do is take this end and mount it to the stack out there and slide it right into there, slide the thimble over it into the wall and have it sticking out like I had it a minute ago, and the wall will sustain the whole mess. So that's going to save me all that nightmare I would have had with the smokestack, and that'll get me by through the summer. So that's as far as that goes. I've also put that mantelpiece right there on top of the fireplace, and I got it all filled in inside, so now all I got to do is put the doors on there, and of course run my stack up to the chimney out there, and get that all sealed, and then I'll be ready to fire it up and give it its first test run. I can't wait.